get over to Victoria and perform the best I can in fitness testing. That is my goal then. And then and the pressure's on then because they expect that from you. And especially because this was my first time living at home in 4 years. The pressure was on me because the club were going, all right, this is a test for Ruby. She has underperformed the first 3 years. She had a shit run with injury last year, only got 1 game in. We're going to trust her. I went to the club and said, I really want to go home. I think for my mental health, it'll be the best thing for me and I can go home, refresh and come back ready to go. And they trusted me with that and then, came back and had the best year that I've had. So
yeah, did they communicate that to you, or so you knew that when you came over here that they they're putting a bit of trust into you?
Oh yeah, I sat down with I put it to Tessie, who was our operations manager and a very close friend of mine. She's probably one of my most trusted people at Collingwood at the time.
Yep.
And I said to her, I said, look, I think I need to go home over the winter. And this was before COVID was a thing. This was before the season. I put this to them.
Oh, before the season started.
Before our season started that year. I said, look, I think just a heads up, I don't think I should stay here and play VFL. I really think just for my mental health and I do get home. I get really homesick over there. I've got my boyfriend here. I've got all my family here. And I love WA. So, I want to play at Collingwood as long as I can. But I think to do that, I need a little taste of home. I put that to her. She put it to the club. And then they called me in for a meeting. I was with the head coach, the list manager, the physio and the operations and Tessie. And they said, we're going to trust you with this. We'll trust you to do the right thing. We want you to keep in contact with us this often.
So they had little check-ins with you.
Yeah. But then, COVID hit, so it's lucky I was moving home anyway. Otherwise, I would have been in lockdown, not working, not making any money, having to pay rent, not being able to get back. So, it all worked out. And I think that was a driving factor as well. I was like, right, they put a lot of trust in me, letting me do this. I need to pay them back now and work bloody hard and make sure I come back in good nick and not take advantage of being at home with my mates, getting on the piss, that sort of thing. So I just needed to, show that I could do both and come back in good nick.
And for those as well who didn't know, as soon as you came over, you were straight on to me on the blower with me. You sent me a message and it was 3 gyms a week as well as our 2 trainings and plus game.
Yeah. So I came down the east and met you and then said, can you help us out? And I
sorted you out and then you played out the season.
Mm-hmm.
But
up to the gyms. Had got back and sprained my ankle the second training. So that had me out for 3 or 4 weeks. Perfect. And then we just added, it was just perfect, wasn't it? It was just, that was my year summed up. I'd hurt my knee in pre-season for AFLW and then broke my wrist tripping over backwards after I marked the footy in my second game of the year, first 40 seconds.
Tripping over backwards.
Yeah, I know, marked the ball.
Do you land out with your arm out extended?
Literally, coming out of the back line, marked the footy, turned around, playing on Marvel Stadium. Mum and Dad had flown over. I'd played the week before against Freo, in Freo. So that was really good. Made it through the game. First game back from hurting I think it was MCL or PCL. Can't remember. I think it was MCL, I think. Just a grade 1. But it had me out for 5 weeks.
Yep.
And then, played Freo, which was really good. All the family got to come watch me play my one game for the AFLW season. And then we're playing on Marvel against Melbourne the following week. And Mum and Dad flew over for it to come watch me play. And first 40 seconds, I mark it. So I was on early.
You played.
I was on early, all right? 40 seconds, got a touch.
Intercept mark, was it?
Nah. Ash Brazel coming out of the back line, kicked it to me. And I marked it. And I've turned to get the videos on my Instagram. I look like such a dickhead. I'm running backwards, off the mark, and literally trip over my own feet, put my arm back, and I could feel it. I could feel it straight away. I was like, fuck. But I got up and took my kick, and all I can hear is Ash. I can hear Braz piercing herself laughing behind me, absolutely piercing herself. And I was I had a little smile on my face as well, trying to cover up how much pain I'm in. And I was taking the kick, and I'm it was another couple minutes till I could get a break to get off. And I've like gotten off. I was like, I think I just fucking broke my wrist. And they were like, no. And I just had a few tests. They tried to make me do a push-up. I was like, I was like, that is fucked. They kicked a few like balls into me. Yeah. And I was literally going like that to market.
Yeah.
I was like, adrenaline will get me going. Like, just strap it up. Like, I'll get back out.
Oh, you wanted to go back out?
Yeah, I did. So I was off the rest. That was in the first 40 seconds. Was off the rest of the quarter, and then went back on the second quarter, and got literally like marking contest. Got the slightest hit to it, and was done. I was like, that is fucked. So,
geez, mate, good on you trying to get out there. Dude, that's tough.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
tough or stupid?
I was just hoping. Probably a bit of both. I was just hoping. I had to make up for the like, it was stupid tripping my own feet and breaking my wrist. Like,
a little bit of embarrassment there.
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah, no. And then obviously that was me done.
How long for? That was 6 to 8 weeks?
It was.
Don't have surgery? No.
No, the surgery, it was not going to be any different between getting surgery and just letting it heal. So I was in one of these things for 10 weeks. Ooh. If we made the grand final, I could have pushed my case.
Yeah, okay.
Which was 5 weeks away. But then the season got cancelled, so they were like, all right, well, let's take advantage at this time, and kept me in it for 10 weeks just to be safe. And then that's when, Perth were in their semi-lockdown sort of thing. There was no waffle or anything going on, and then, came down East Freo, sprained my ankle. That was awesome. Another couple of weeks. And then, finally got on the park. And
then we got through the season. And so this all leading up to something. We had about 8 weeks. I reckon there was an 8-week box. I remember writing 2 4-week programs for you. 4 gyms a week. And back to the AFLW preseason testing for Collingwood.
Yeah.
And what happened? Did you feel the pressure going in?
No, my confidence was like at an all-time high. Yeah. I was feeling so good. I've never felt that good. So I was just like, I was...
Because we worked pretty closely together over that period.
Yeah, just those. And like we'd upped it to like 4 gyms a week.
Yeah, and we spoke...
And I was doing everything. I was like running, biking, swimming, like doing everything I could. There was nothing else for me to do over here apart from that. So felt really good, backed myself in. Was definitely the strongest I've ever been. And then went over there, then had testing and had like bench testing. And I don't even think we did it the previous year. I reckon the year before that my max, so you do like your max reps at 40 kilos. And the year before that I'd gotten 6.
Yep.
And then
6 reps at 40 kilos.
6 reps at 40. I took the piss in gym the first 3 years. And that's the difference between my first 3 years. I didn't know how to gym. Like I wouldn't have a clue what to do until like I moved in with my Irish housemate Sarah Rowe, or she moved in with me, and she's the ultimate athlete. And started going to the gym with her and learnt how to do it. And that's when I learnt like, this is what happens, and this is what you can do if you do it properly. And then coming back and working with you and actually like pushing it then, you know what I mean?
And we spoke, there was good communication between both of us as well. We went both ways, like you spoke what you needed and I said
definitely.
what you need.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, like when you've got someone, when I'm over there, I'm held accountable by, my housemates who are the Irish girls. They hold me accountable. We go to the gym together. We push each other. And when I'm here, like, you were holding me accountable. So it's important for me to have that, but I also know how good it feels when you're at the top now. So now I have that drive in myself to go, all right, I'm going to work here.